Hello everyone, it's Emily here. As you can tell, I'm doing something a little different this time, and I'm drawing digitally. That is because I don't really like the setup I have with my camera and the recording I have set up by my drafting table. The angle I don't really care for, so I ordered something that will probably help. I hope it'll help fix it. And in the meantime, I thought I'd do some digital art. Now, I normally don't do digital art because it's a medium that I'm not used to. I started digital art maybe a couple years ago when I bought my iPad for it. But it's been a really challenging medium for me for some reason. I don't know why. I think it's the method I have. It's my what would it be? Okay, I'm at a loss here. My method I have in doing it isn't the greatest, and I'm kind of all over the place when I do it. So it's kind of frustrating, and I can end up spending hours on a piece that should only really take me an hour and a half, maybe. But yeah, that's kind of the struggle I have with digital art. I've been working on trying to fix that, and I've been watching some of Sam Does Art, and his method for going really fast is to block out shapes and then render and do all of that. So I've been trying to use that method lately. Now for the art piece itself, this is one of my OC's original characters, Jane, and I'm thinking her name is going to be Jane Winter. I like Winter for her last name. It took me a while to settle on it, but yes, that's her name. Most of my original characters that I've designed have more fantasy stories. They're set in a fantasy time period or world, and Jane is like probably one of my only original characters that's set in the present time. She looks vintage, but that's the whole point. I really like vintage, and I already kind of dress vintage. So she definitely fits my vibes, and that's how I kind of started designing her, is I was trying to come up with something that, like an outfit that I would really love to wear and stuff. So she definitely fits my vibes, yes. Now I drew it traditionally in my sketchbook, and I was going to line it digitally, print it out, and trace it onto watercolor paper, but I don't know how it happened. For some reason I got carried away and started digitally coloring her, which I mean is kind of fine with me. I like the way it turned out in the end, so that's nice. Towards the end of the painting, I started to not really like the way her face had turned out, and I do go in later and fix that, which I am glad I did that because I feel like it made a big difference, even though it's probably hard to tell, but because I was working really close up at it and stuff, it's something I really like that I changed. Now as for her story, I haven't really done much designing on that or figuring it out. In fact, I don't even think I've written a single word down on paper as to what her story is to be like. I mean, I have in my mind a picture. Obviously, what she's doing here, cleaning, kind of goes with it, and I'm hoping to actually write down on paper her overall story idea and stuff. So it'll give me a better idea of her character once I finish that up, but I kind of already do know her character. Anyway, guys, I want to thank you so much for watching. I had a lot of fun creating this piece, even though it took me hours. And I hope to see you all in my next video. Bye!